Hey guys, this is DasFleishwulf here, bringing you my deck profile for the February 2015 ban list for the new Elemental Heroes that came out. Now, I took basically the 3 structure decks to locals last week and went 2-2 with it, which isn't too bad considering I was pretty much just using the structure decks with like just some of the fusions thrown in pretty much, and that's about it. Like, I didn't have a lot of the other cards with it because I got the structure decks, like, pretty much right before I had to leave for the locals. So, hopefully this week I'll do better. I'm recording this Wednesday, and Wednesday nights are my locals, so I'll know after tonight. I don't know when this is getting uploaded. Hopefully today. But anyway, moving on. Let's just get into the deck profile. So, first off, I'm playing 3 Shadow Mist. He's too good. And then 3 Bubble Man. 2 Neos Alias. The only reason I'm playing 2 is 3 is way too cloggy. You don't need 3 pretty much ever. 2 Summoner Monk. And then, just because I am playing a couple lights, I'm playing 1 BLS. And then, moving on to the spells, I'm playing 3 Rhoda, 3 E-Emergency Call, 2 Mass Change, 3... Did I say 2 Mass Change? 3 Mass Change. 3 Miracle Fusions, 3 MST, 2 A Hero Lives. Now, the reasoning behind 2 A Hero Lives is it's terrible if you have an established board. Like, if you're already winning, this card's completely useless. Like, once you have cards, monsters on the field, it's just a dead draw. So, I don't like 3. 1 Raigeki, 1 Soul Charge, 1 Snatch Steal, 1 Foolish Burial, and then onto the traps now. 1 Solemn Warning, 1 Torrential. The reason I'm playing Torrential is because with this deck you want to OTK, and you need to clear their field. So that's why I'm playing Torrential. It's not good against Burning Abyss, so you'd probably side it out. I mean, just so they're not getting more advantage off you killing their stuff. 1 Compulse, 1 Bottomless, 1 Vanities, because I only have 1 Vanities. I am getting a booster box of the Secret Forces, so hopefully I'll have more Vanities after that. And that opening will be up on this channel as well. And then I'm playing 2 Call of the Haunted to round up the main deck. Now, you can ask me in the comments if you have any questions about some of the cards that I'm playing, but I feel that most of them are pretty self-explanatory. But feel free to ask me any questions. Moving on to the extra deck. We don't need the side deck. Side deck is kind of tailored to your locals. So let me just organize this real quick. Ooh. Hit the camera. Son of a bitch. Okay. So, we're playing 3 Darklaw. Now, for those of you that don't know what Darklaw is, or what he does, he's insanely good. So any cards, any of your opponent's cards are banished instead of going to the graveyard. And when your opponent adds a card from their deck to their hand outside of their normal draw phase, once per turn, you can banish a random card from their hand. So it stops, or doesn't stop searching, but it hurts their search. They're not getting any real advantage off their search. And then I'm playing 1 Masked Hero Acid. He's really, really good. Takes out all your opponent's spells and traps. So, and if you guys don't know, the big wipeout play is to mass change an absolute 0 into an acid, so you wipe out all their monsters and their spells. I'm playing one Scodiato, or however you say his name, pretty much just for Miracle Fusion. Same thing with the Shining, except that what used to be common in the old plays of this deck is you would go into Shining all of the time to get back your Stratos and get back your Neos Alias, so you can just keep doing plays. Now that it's a lot easier to get rid of the Shining with, 101 and Castell, he's not nearly as good as he used to be. But he's still a strong card. Nova Master. Now, the only way currently to go into him with this deck is if you have a Lavalval Chain either on the field or in grave somewhere. Otherwise, you are kind of shit out of luck with him, but he is a Miracle Fusion target, and his effect is pretty good. Whenever he destroys a monster, you draw a card, so that's not bad. One Abyss Dweller. He's really strong in this deck. He's really strong against meta, because you have Bubble Man, so if you go into him with a Bubble Man, he's 2200 attack, which is pretty beefy. Sometimes it's really hard to get over. And then Lavalval Chain, kind of self-explanatory. You want to send your Shadow Mist with him, and then continue your plays from there. Exciton, because it's Exciton. Castell gets rid of most problem cards. Excalibur, now he is part of the OTK with Blade Master, and he's also your out-to-killer, 4,000 attack over killer. 101, just because 101 is a good card. And then Blade Armor Ninja, which is part of the OTK. Basically, if you have Blade Armor Ninja and Excalibur on the field, that's 8,400 damage, I want to say. Yeah, that sounds right. 8,400 damage straight to their face. And it's not that hard to do with this deck. So I think I've explained pretty much everything I can about this deck. I mean, it's not a very complicated deck. Basically, you want to mask change into Darklaw as much as possible, essentially. And you can easily OTK with this deck with Darklaw if you have a bunch of mask changes, because you can just mask change into another Darklaw. So you can attack, activate mask change into a second Darklaw, attack, activate another mask change into a third Darklaw, and attack. And that's a lot of damage on board with just a couple cards. So this deck is very much based on getting your OTKs off, which is why if I was going to make any changes to the deck as it is right now, I would add in Trap Stuns. I have no idea what I would take out for them at the moment, but I would definitely add in Trap Stuns so you can get your pushes forward. But other than that, the deck is very solid. I hit the camera again. What the hell? The deck is very solid, and if you're just getting into the game, I absolutely suggest picking this up as a, first deck, picking up 3 structure decks. Because not only does it make a pretty decent deck, but you get a lot of staple cards in it. I mean, you get Compulse, you get Pot of Duality, you get Bottomless. I don't know what else is in it, but you get those, and those are huge. Especially if you're just starting off into the game, that's a lot of that's a good chunk of the cards that you need for either this deck or another deck. But other than that, this is DasFleishwulf signing out. Please like, comment, subscribe. And if you have any questions about the deck, feel free to ask. I love answering questions and talking with my viewers. It's, one of the better parts of YouTubing. Anyways, this is me signing out.